They banned Wall Street from buying houses.
A couple weeks ago, and prices went up. $146,000. Record high.
Before we're done at this table, you'll have one number. It won't have a fund's name on it.
I've been mad at these guys for 2 years. I built a whole personality on it.
So who you mad at now? Get the board.
You bought yours in '78 for $32,000?
On a wire-pulling paycheck. $62,000 at the very top. And that was '98.
And you've got over $1 million now. Easy to preach patience from up there.
I never felt rich once. Not once. It wasn't the year that did it.
3-bedroom on Ridgeline, $295 asking. I offered $310. Somebody paid $340 cash. Never walked through it. Closed in 11 days.
Huh. Was it a fund?
I don't know. I just assumed that it was.
Nationally, the big outfits own about 3.9% of the rental houses.
3.9% of what? Not of the houses I could afford.
Price went up in Toledo, too. Barely a fund in this whole county.
So this is on me now.
Didn't say fault, said address. You've been yelling at the wrong one for 2 years.
Well, hell of a thing to say to a guy who lost a house.
It is. The yelling was free. The 2 years weren't.
Hold on. That's Helen's good marker.
She bought a 4-pack. She knew what she was doing. First thing, institutional investor. What is that exactly? I've heard it 40 times and nobody's ever said.
A company that buys houses with other people's money. Pension money, insurance money, then rents them out.
And now there's a legal line under it. 350 homes. Own that many, you're a large institutional investor. Under it, you're just a landlord.
300. That's the whole difference between a villain and a guy. And a hedge fund. That's the word you've been throwing around.
Pool of rich people's money that tries to beat the market. Mostly they don't buy houses either. That one's on me.
And single-family rental just means a regular house somebody rents out. Not an apartment building. A house with a yard.
The kind you were trying to buy.
Oh, the exact kind. That's the whole fight. Somebody's living in it either way. The only question is whether they own it.
Now that number you led with, 446, that's a median?
Median. Half the houses it sold cost more, half cost less. It's not an average. So one mansion can't drag it.
Good. Then it's honest. 446,000. Highest it's ever been. And that's 36 months in a row of going up. So here's the part nobody wants. 2006 went through the roof on me. Tripled inside a year. I had guys on the crew telling me it was speculators. Somebody cornering the market. Feels good to say.
So was it speculators or wasn't it?
Little bit. Mostly it was half the world building at once, and the mines running 10 years behind. Everybody wanted the same wire, and there wasn't enough wire. That's supply and demand. I hate saying it out loud because it sounds like a shrug. It isn't a shrug. It's arithmetic. More people wanting a thing than there is thing. Price goes up. That's the whole trick.
And houses are the wire.
Houses are the wire. And we quit building the cheap ones somewhere around 2008 and never really started again.
Okay, but that's not a villain. Nobody's getting mad at we didn't build enough.
No, and that's exactly why the fun story caught on. It's got a face on it.
I have to say something, and I hate it. I sent you a video 2 years ago. BlackRock is buying up every house in America. I sent it to about 40 people.
I remember. I didn't know who that was. Still don't, really.
Giant money manager. They run other people's investments, retirement accounts, pensions, that kind of thing.
They're not in the buying your house business. They never were.
The whole thing was somebody's guess that went around the world.
Huh. And how'd that sit with you?
Bad. Felt like getting robbed twice.
So who does own the rental houses? Write it down.
Out of every 100 houses investors bought over the last 10 years, 53 went to small investors, people with a couple. 7 to mid-size, 8 to large, 12 to institutional. The ones we've been screaming about are 12 out of 100.
Hold up. Those are two different questions. 3.9 is what they own right now. Your 12 is what they bought.
Right. One's the pile, one's the shopping trip. Different questions.
And investors altogether are what share of everything that's sold?
About 19% this year. So 4 out of 5 houses that sold to a person.
And the 53, who are they?
Somebody's uncle with 3 rentals.
That's the hedge fund that beat you on Ridgeline, most likely. A guy with 3 houses and cash. Well, here's the number I promised you. Get your phone out. Same house, $446,000, 20% down.
20% down. That's $89,000 in cash before anybody hands you a key.
Which you don't have. Run it anyway.
Okay. At my rate, 6.5%, 30 years, $2,250 a month. And that's just a loan. No taxes, no insurance.
Now run the same house at 3%. Same price. Don't change one other thing.
$1,506 a month.
The difference out loud?
$750 a month. Same house, same sticker. $9,000 a year for nothing. $750 is my car and my groceries. Both of them.
That's what beat you on Ridgeline. It's got no name, no face, and you can't be mad at it in the comment section.
If that $750 landed harder than 2 years of me being angry, hit like.
That's how it finds the next person doing what I did.
Are you talking to my kitchen again?
Fine, I'll give you the rate. But you're doing the thing where the national number erases my street. They never touched the $600,000 house? They bought under $300? The starter band, mine.
In Atlanta, they own a quarter of the rental houses.
25%. Jacksonville, 21. Charlotte, 18. Tampa, 15.
Hold on. Say those cities again.
So 3.9% of everything is true and useless because they were never shopping in everything. They were standing in exactly my aisle.
That's the best thing you've said all day. And it's right. Traded is a different animal than big. 4% spread thin is nothing. 4% all standing in one aisle is a crowd.
Thank you. Say that part again, slower.
Don't get comfortable. Here's the piece that ruins it for both of us. They're leaving. Since January, the big ones have been net sellers. More houses going out than coming in.
Because of the new law, right?
Partly. The law says they can't buy anymore. Doesn't make them sell what they've got, and enforcement doesn't even start until January. But they were already selling before it passed. The math quit working for them, too.
So the aisle's clearing out.
Aisle's clearing out. And the price hit an all-time high anyway. 36 months up in a row, straight through the whole thing.
That's the worst possible outcome.
It's the honest one. You want it to be somebody's fault. It's just expensive. Let me tell you about Ray. Helen's brother. 1981. He wanted a house over on Elmhurst. $41,000. And the mortgage rate that fall ran about 18%.
18%? As in 1/8?
1/8. $41,000 at 18% is about $600 a month. Ray cleared about $1,200.
That's half his paycheck. Gone.
So he waited. Said he'd buy when it came down. Everybody told him to wait. Waiting was the smart money. And he wasn't broke either. Ray had about $6,000 set aside that year. Not enough to move the payment. Rates did come down. Took about 5 years to get sane again.
Okay, so then he bought it.
Well, the Elmhurst house was $68,000 by then. His $6,000 was still $6,000. The house had moved $27,000.
He didn't lose the money. The money just stopped mattering.
That's the whole thing. He waited out the rate, and the price walked away from him. Rented over on Burn Road the rest of his life.
Gosh, that's rough. That's really rough.
He wasn't dumb. He was careful. He was waiting for the thing he was mad at to leave. And it left. He still didn't have enough down. That's what got him. Not the rate, not the price.
Yeah, okay. I hear it, Pops.
You can't outbid a fund. You can outlast one. So here's how I'd think about it. Not what to do. How to think about it.
There's about 4 numbers in this whole mess. You control 2.
The price? No. The rate the country gets? No. What you've got saved and what rate you personally can qualify for. Those 2 are yours. Those 2 are yours.
Meaning my credit. That's the second one.
That's the second one. 2 people buy the same house on the same day and pay different money for 30 years.
And the speed thing. That's the one that actually got me. They outbid me by 30,000. But they also beat me by 11 days.
Yeah, no lender waiting, no appraisal. That's the bank sending somebody out to say the house is really worth what you're paying. That takes weeks.
I could have found another 30 eventually. I could never have found 11 days.
You can't beat cash, but you can be fast.
Fully approved means the bank already ran you and said yes in writing. Pre-qualified means they glanced at you. There's weeks between those 2 words.
And I'd check whether you're even in one of those metros. Atlanta, Tampa, your street's a different street than mine was. And know your payment, not your price. Everybody my age shops a price. You don't live in a price. Every app puts the price in big numbers and the payment in little gray ones. That's not an accident. That's a design choice.
That's the smartest thing you've said in a month.
I read it on Reddit.
Well, even the broken clocks right twice.
Now, I'll say the part I don't know.
I don't know if this law does a damn thing. Nobody does. There's never been one like it. 2009, they handed first-time buyers $8,000 to go buy a house.
Best I could ever tell, a good chunk of that $8,000 walked straight into the price. Same houses, same people, bigger number.
It's not a very satisfying ending.
No. And I'd rather be boring than sell you a villain.
Okay, mine's worse than that. I didn't lose Ridgeline to a hedge fund. I lost it with $4,000 saved and 2 years of warning. I spent those 2 years being right on the internet.
First time I've heard you say that one out loud.
Okay, just don't make it a thing.
The villain left. The bill didn't change.
Next one's mine. I got a raise last year, 11,000 more, and I saved less than the year before it. Pops made me put both years on paper, side by side, and it's ugly.
Scribe and it just shows up. Because the raised version of this happens quietly, and most people find out about 2 years late.